Hey everybody, this is Derek, aka Nobody. Thank you for clicking on my video. And I'm going to do another reaction to Dan Vasc. This time it's not going to be his project with Eric July, but it's going to be directly, it's going to be him. And I believe this was done like a few years ago. And this is a cover, a metal cover of the Titanic song by Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. And the only other cover that I've ever seen yeah, I believe the only other cover that I've ever seen of this particular song was Corvix, and Corvix did an amazing job. He did it his own way as well, but I'm interested in hearing a metal version of it. And we all know that Dan Vasc has an amazing vocals. So yeah, I went through some of it and I was like, oh, well, this is interesting. I want to hear the Titanic song done in a metal version because God knows. I loved Corvix's version and the Celine Dion version, back in the day when the movie was out. Well, that was just way overplayed. And but let's hear Dan Vasc. So let me go ahead and lower my box, minimize my box, and then let me go full screen here. Let me put on my headsets. Dang, I was like, do I need another pair? All right, ready, everybody? Metal Guy plays My Heart Will Go On, Dan Vasc. Okay, real quickly, I'll put this back a few seconds, but I didn't expect it to be so fast-paced, up-tempo, and kind of thrashy. This is really, really cool. I love it. And the guitarist is doing amazing. I'm not quite sure who the drummer is, but yeah, musically, this is great. Vocally, I mean, that last note that we just heard, which, by the way, we should just like relive that again. Um, so that's my initial reaction to this. This is awesome. And I knew Dan was going to kill it with his vocals. This guitarist is freaking amazing. So let's keep going.
Love is
All right. Well, that was awesome. I love the like sudden tempo changes and the key changes and the transitions. They were just pump pump pump, and it just kept you going. Um, it was very unexpected, you know, when he kind of like slowed it down and then just immediately went back into that up tempo thrashy kind of section. That was I was like, oh, I was like, cool. Did not expect that. So that was absolutely amazing. His vocals are amazing. And just real quickly, because I think in the description, okay, so he says bass and electric guitars by Garrett J. Peters, the drums programming, piano, keyboards, and orchestra by Dan Vasc, arranged by Dan Vasc and Gabriel Belozzi, mixed by Dan Vasc. Okay, cool. So pretty much it was a two-man band. Garrett J. Peters, who did bass and electric guitars, and then everything else Dan Vasc did. So what a talent from both of them, and that was amazing. And if there's any other Dan Vasc that you'd like me to do that I haven't already seen, I believe that he does a male rendition, obviously a male, but a male rendition of Nightwish's Everdream, and I don't believe I've ever seen that one. So I'd like to check that out. I don't think I've ever heard a guy sing Everdream. And the only guy I ever heard sing a Nightwish song would be Yanis Papadopoulos when he did Ghost Love Score and Sahara, which are amazing, by the way. So I'm sure Dan Vasc would do an amazing job doing Everdream. So I might do that next, and then put your requests down in the comment section. But it's all about showing love and attention to the original artist. So I'm going to have the link to the original video in the description, as well as all of Dan Vasc's socials, so that you can go on his socials, you can follow him, you can go on his website, follow, buy any merchandise, and it's all about supporting the artist. If you liked my reaction, I hope you click like and I hope you click subscribe. If you want to wish to make a request on Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal, the links will be in my pinned comment. Those requests will get to the top of the line, as well as anybody that joins my Patreon. Patreon requests also go to the top of the line. So thank you very much, everybody. The main way that you can support me, of course, is just by clicking on the video and liking and commenting and subscribing. So I hope you guys do that. And you guys have or enjoy the rest of the weekend. So thanks a lot.